My name's Shirley. I am a B2B growth and demand gen specialist. So I've got basically over a decade of experience working specifically with SaaS companies. Where I like to believe my superpowers lie is I kind of like bring together siloed efforts and tactics and really build that unified engine that delivers pipeline. I met OrbitalX through an introduction from a VC when I was hired as a fractional growth marketer for Occy, which is a software solution for HR leaders. It was a great introduction. I came off that call feeling really excited about what OrbitalX could do. By that point, so much had happened in the business and there was so much pressure to meet targets. So it was just so nice to have that call, get that energy from OrbitalX to really kind of like pump the rest of the team up. And I think like the whole sort of onboarding process, like you guys were asking the right questions. It was very well structured. And the team that you put behind us just really kind of matched what we needed, which is very rare out there. We worked quite closely with Rochelle, obviously, because she was the account manager. And she was just great. She was great at like getting stuff done. She was great at being there when we needed support. We were running an in-person event and we were really struggling to get attendees to that. And I spoke to Josh and told him what the issue was, and he like immediately jumped in to support us. That was essentially going to help us achieve what we needed to achieve. And within a day, he contacted a bunch of prospects and he got more interested attendees in that day than we were able to get in that week. And I think it's, aside from that, coming back to the point of around the energy, is he made me feel excited about phoning prospects and getting them to the event. It really just felt like it was an extension of the team. Coming myself from agency background, it always felt like there was kind of a separation, whereas OrbitalX was really, it was a partner. And I think for me specifically as a fractional marketer, there's a lot of pressure on me to like deliver in a very quick fashion. And just kind of like having OrbitalX to lean on and to take me out of the weeds really kind of like helped me do what I needed to do as well. So it definitely felt like it was just an extension of me as opposed to a completely different company. OrbitalX helped us reimagine our positioning and our RCP, and it kind of just gave us a new opportunity or test a new way of how we were communicating and connecting with our audience. And those were like learnings that we really took to the market, and we were able to like better position ourselves as the thought leaders in the market. And I think like the results of that is we were able to build those connections with prospects. I think also like OrbitalX, they challenged, I think, a lot of what we thought was the case in a sense of like who we were targeting and what we were saying. And I think a lot of agencies don't do that. They kind of like, they get hired, they come in and they just do as they're told and what the client's asking them. Whereas OrbitalX really, they challenged that and they helped us kind of rethink how we're approaching certain things, which I thought is such a valuable add. There were so many things that we had tried and tested, and like it wasn't necessarily bringing in the prospects, or certainly not helping us build relationships with some of the prospects. And I think that's what OrbitalX allowed us to do. It opened this completely new channel or opportunity for us to connect with our audience in a way where it didn't feel like we were selling them something, but we were actually trying to add value to them and make them feel like they're, the heroes and within their organization. So OrbitalX definitely gave us a new perspective and a new way to really connect with our audience. OrbitalX is in my growth toolbox. And even if it may not necessarily seem like the right fit, or maybe the company's not quite ready for that sort of change, I think it's still good just to have a conversation, because again, I just think that OrbitalX opens new avenues or new opportunities and brings a new way of looking at certain things or how they're approaching their market. So definitely highly recommend OrbitalX.